That's the nice thing about this game. It's it doesn't punish you if you.
So I figured we could probably wait until we start. Well, actually, we can start the quest now, but if we want to wait until stream, I'm looking for where's the black belt set? Oh,
All right, we should be live. I guess can someone check and confirm that we can be heard and all that good stuff?
yeah. Let me go look at that.
I'm also pulling up. We are live. I don't have the sound on. But,
So everyone, it's been a minute since we played Rise. If you're tuning in, I know we've been doing a lot of Generations Ultimate recently. But we decided the month of June, since it's 1 month until Sunbreak comes out, we'll hop back on Rise, knock out some stuff for the next like 4 or sessions or so until Sunbreak comes out, and just hang out and brush off the cobwebs. And because we're playing Rise, Osprey's able to join us. So hey, how's it going?
it's going. I'm still here. I'm still alive.
Yeah, we're also good for sound.
Sweet.
We're coming through.
Woohoo! Okay. For some reason, chat is not loading for me on Twitch app. But I'm ready whenever you all are.
Oh yeah. Tom will take his time to.
Yeah, I'm looking at layered armor stuff. So I have not turned this on in quite some time.
Yeah, like before we went live, I went to the training area just to try to remember what buttons to push.
Yeah, since it's been a minute, I guess we can do some catch-up stuff. I guess I've streamed last week. But Tom, how have things been good on your end? Anything new?
Like just in terms of light stuff or streaming
Yeah.
stuff? Because in terms of streaming stuff, we've been, at least for Tuesdays, we have been off the wagon for quite some time. Because life stuff, but we've also just kind of been on hiatus for a little bit, impromptu hiatus. But beyond that, things have been good. Partially the reason I'm busy is because I was in the middle of switching jobs, so I'm still working in software development, but I switched companies, and it's been going pretty well, actually. Learning lots of new stuff, but staying pretty busy. But besides that, I have been addicted to Vampire Survivors, which has been a problem and a blessing at the same time, because that game is all my brain wants to think about. That and Hard Space Shipbreaker, which has been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been mostly just doing the same stuff, trying to enjoy summer when I can. Not sure if you've been able to do any of that so far, or if anyone has really.
Does walking to work in the sunlight count?
I think
It's
so.
something.
I do, because I used to go for walks every day when I worked from home, just for the sake of getting out in the sun. And I was like, well, that's my going outside for today, minimum.
Hi, hello, how are you today?
Hi, hello.
Oh,
How are you
hello.
today?
The name that is the greeting.
Yeah, so we're taking a break from Generations Ultimate. Nate is eyeballs deep in his program, so he's probably not joining us today. But you can hopefully see on the screen the session ID and stuff. If you would like to join us, we still got room in the session open.
What is this quest? The music for this is insane.
So this is a triple hunt. We got to hunt everything.
I think this is a.
This is an event quest, but it's only a 6-star event quest.
I think it might be based on another Capcom title, because I know they like to do their crossover quests.
Oh yeah.
Because this sounds like Ghosts and Goblins or something.
Oh, maybe this is what unlocks the goblin or the skeleton costume for Palico.
Oh yeah, that I think thematically that is something to do with that game. If that sounds right.
All right, Volvidon's right here.
Volvidon.
Oh, it's been a minute since I beat up on Volvidon.
Oh yeah, it has. What was I looking for? Oh, I need one of these. Firebugs.
And I'm using Sword and Shield again today, because I felt like that.
Did you see the hello dragon? Did you see the upcoming updates for Sunbreak, especially for Sword and Shield?
No, I have not.
I might actually play some Sword and Shield in Sunbreak because they're bringing back the oils that you use, the Chaos Oil and all those from Generations Ultimate, and that was my favorite thing about the weapon. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I wonder, did they ever have like a replacement for it, or was it like a hunter art thing? Because I remember that they were in 3 or 4, right?
I did not pay attention to they were in Generations. I never paid attention to what they did for the games or the Sword and Shield in Iceborne, because as soon as I heard they didn't have oils, I just wasn't interested. So I don't know what they did to change things up there. As far as I know, they didn't have a replacement effect. Maybe they just generally made the weapon better or something.
I was gonna say, I'm sure that's probably what it was.
Yeah, I might go back to Sword and Shield with World, depending. Just because I kind of miss Melee.
Oh, there's there's our other target, actually.
Oh, shit.
Ride the dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Gravios. I think I'm a little tired today, and I shouldn't be. I guess my sleep schedule's been a little messed up this week, but it's been no one's fault but my own. I've just been having too much fun.
I've never had a consistent sleep schedule, but I feel that there are weeks where it is worse than others.
Yeah, I'm about to be working nights at work. Because we're going to be open for overnight. And I'm going to be on that shift most days. And then there's like one random day during the week where I'm like...
Morning?
Midday?
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like completely in the middle of when I should be sleeping.
Hopefully it's not you're working a night shift and then you have a midday shift the next day.
Oh, I hated those. Clopins.
Well, so we're not actually going to be closing at all.
Right.
Oh, right.
Because we're going to 24-hour. Starting this Wednesday? I don't know which locations are all doing it, but the one I'm at. Which gets me more hours, but I would love to actually be able to have a sleep schedule.
Right.
Yeah, I'm perpetually telling myself I will get onto a more consistent schedule. And sometimes it works for a little bit, but I have to make it a habit. I have in the past, but it's been a while. But that's one of those things where when the weather is nice, I feel more apt to doing things.
I'm normally pretty good about it, and I do have the convenience and the ability, like, just with my work I can be good about my sleep schedule. But Hannah definitely took strong advantage of our travel this month she likes to stay up late. So we've been staying up late to do travel stuff, but then she's been using that as an excuse to stay up late during the weekdays, and that's what's been fucking me up.
Yeah, I think once my life gets, like, at a stable point, I'll be able to have a little more consistent of a sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already at blue head icon. That was quick.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he fucking ran.
Well, we do have 3 things to fight, so that's probably part of it.
Yeah, they don't have a ton of health when it's a 3 for a hunt-a-thon.
Also, there are so many things that I look up and I was like, how to deal with this health thing. And it'll be like, well, first off, reduce your stress. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just fix it.
yeah.
Hey, Ratha.
Hello, Ratha Rosa.
Hey, Rathalarosa.
Anyone else in chat has been trying to prepare for Sunbreak, or has just been playing consistently, which I haven't. Feel free to sound off with what you've been doing, because I need to collect all the extras. Still.
Yeah, I think a couple people, it's been cool to see people hunting on the Discord, even if I haven't been able to join all of them.
Oh,
Oh, hey, that was the largest size I've done.
yeah, it's
I
been
got
nice.
a
We've
new-
kind of had like a small, well, I guess we already had a growing Monster Hunter community, but we've had people just besides the core AH members actually hunting together, which is really nice to see. Yeah, I enjoy seeing that kind of community be fostered, and it's nice to be part of that.
Yeah, I can
100%.
sharpen while I'm running. I totally forgot.
Oh yeah, the one thing I did remember was absolutely run away and sharpen on the dog.
Rude.
What I'm expecting is this game is going to feel a lot easier now that I spent like 30 hours or so playing Generations Ultimate in a row.
Oh yeah, for sure. People have been speculating that the Sunbreak is a lot harder.
Oh, I'm
because
sure
it's
it will
adding
be.
the next. Yeah.
Isn't that how
Supposedly.
it? Isn't that normally how it goes for G rank?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Master
Rise has been
Rank and
easier
G
in
Rank is
general.
always harder, but people felt like Rise was especially easy because of your movement options, and
Which I
the
think is
monsters, I think, didn't feel, at least to me, they didn't feel like they were redesigned to account for your new mobility options. So people are speculating that the Master Rank monsters will have a bunch of new moves to deal with the horse shit that we can do with wire bugs.
I just got great escape from this guy.
He's like glowing
I'm-
super red.
I am really looking forward to Luna Garon.
Yes.
But part of why I haven't been keeping up to date with some of the Monster Hunter stuff is a little bit of being exhausted after work, but a little bit of I've been mostly keeping up with some of the Pokemon news.
Has there been? I guess the new trailer dropped.
Yeah, new trailer dropped, which revealed some of the new Pokemon.
Someone on the Discord was mentioning that there were leaks.
I don't know about actual leaks that we've
That's always hard to tell
confirmed.
with Pokemon.
There's always a gazillion fake leaks with
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I did feel like it might be a little too early.
They
usually
did
does-
introduce. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
They did introduce the professors for the region.
Yeah, and they're not named after trees.
They're not named after trees, and
They're hot.
this is the first time we've had different professors for different versions.
Well,
Yeah.
has that been confirmed, or is it maybe it's
Yes.
a team of two for both games? No, it's two different ones.
If I recall correctly, it's literally if you're playing Scarlet, you get I can't think of her name.
Shark Girl.
You get the one that's designed to look like she fits into a more feral aesthetic, and then you have the futuristic one, who I kind
Lava
of
boy.
envy from.
Yeah.
Like, if I could look like him after or transition, I would be like ecstatic.
Ooh, he's already a blue head icon too. Damn.
They are both, and this is me watching the trailer once and then not super thinking about it. I think someone on the Discord mentioned it, but they both appear to be, except for maybe Kukui, the youngest professors we've seen.
I mean,
I don't count the girl from Sword and Shield because she didn't start as a professor. She got it eventually.
yeah. So it's hard to guess ages.
Yeah, with the art style.
Yeah, like Professor Sycamore looks pretty young. He was the one for X and Y. He was kind
Oh,
of one of
yeah.
the ones when he was revealed, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, he's a model," which makes sense because France. Um,
Where's he going? He's gonna meet us south.
yeah, they have been doing this trend of like of making professors for people that people can drool over. Why do you keep turning around?
I'm trying
I'm
to
very
figure out like the fast way to get to Rathalos, and I just
Oh, I'm so bad with the map in this. The problem is the verticality for me, as fun as it is.
yeah.
Oh, there is a zoom. Cool. Yeah, this
but
is
we
dumb.
can warp.
Well, yeah, to certain points. I don't know. I don't know if we have a one close to Rathalos.
I'm gonna warp to the northeast camp because I think it'll be easier to drop down on Rathalos than climb up to him.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost to Rathalos, I think.
I am kind of amped because it looks like the gameplay might be a bit of a hybrid between traditional
Rathalos is asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
like-
just dozing. And I'm like, oh, there y'all are. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to communicate that Rathalos was sleeping.
Oh no, you're
So
fine.
someone with a bigger thing could,
I think that's Dragon. Dragon, you got the wake up.
Hey, if
Hold
not,
on.
I've got my Worm State Cannon. Actually, I'll probably do that too. Well, nope. The Remobra had to wake up, apparently. That works.
Team player.
But yeah, so you meant hybrid between the old and
Arceus.
Arceus. Did you
that's
ever
cool.
play that?
No, I haven't had the time. If I haven't been streaming it or talking about it on the Discord, like with Monster Hunter, I have not been playing. I just haven't played anything except for Monster Hunter.
That's fair. I wasn't sure if you really would have much to like talk about with it, because I don't know how many other people on the Discord play besides me.
I think like Skybite really liked it.
Okay.
Hannah wants to play it at some point. But yeah, it's one that's on my to-do list, but I need to find the time. And we've been traveling and stuff, so
Yeah.
probably this
No.
like maybe before the new ones come out, I'll check out Arceus.
Yeah, and if you have like any issues with a particular, because there's some that you could take forever to get just because RNG. If you get to the point where those are too frustrating, just let me know. I have them.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah.
The Pokemon designs are cute that they've revealed so far. The world seems pretty big. I think it's not a game that I will get right when it comes out. I'm going to wait for the reviews, and I'm going to wait to see what people's thoughts are on the first 5 hours. Because that's a lot of time. Like, to me, 5 hours is a lot of time for me to invest. That's like 2 afternoons. And
Yeah.
Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon's first 5 hours were both a bit painful because of how much tutorializing it did. But probably Scarlet and Violet will do, like, maybe we bring player guides back to do those on stream.
Yeah, I would totally be up for that. I'm planning on getting them as soon as I can afford them when they come out.
Yeah.
And like, because again, Pokemon is my thing. It's been my comfort series since I was a kid, and it's just It's very
Oh,
much.
Ooh, almost there.
I move like they do.
Yeah. God, I've got protection.
What has been
Always
your
hunt with
favorite
protection.
Pokemon that you've seen in the trailer so far?
Not counting ones that already exist.
Yes, yeah. Favorite new
Um,
reveal.
Palmy. Palmy is my favorite.
Palmy. You
It's
might have to
the
describe it.
it's the little zappy. It looks almost like it's trying to be this Gen's Pikachu clone, but it's really adorable. And I was reading about it on the website, and it basically charges its hands like pads. So then I was immediately like, oh my gosh, it's an AED. Or, yeah.
Sounds like Electric Eye Palm from
Uh,
Gen 2. I guess it's only one tail instead
but
of two hands.
it's very fluffy and fuzzy, and it looked like it could pretty much be a portable, like, living AED, which by AED I mean automatic electronic defibrillator.
I've heard the legendaries look pretty weird. I can't remember
Uh,
if they're yet or not.
They
the legendaries always do.
That's true,
like
yeah.
I think the problem is just the legendaries in Pokemon, because they want to express the fact that they are special. They have a tendency to over design them. These ones to me look over designed, but I'm okay with it because they're Transformers.
I always like it just because, like, there's always going to be, like, kind of weird ones at some point. We got a
It
Rakdos
looks
for a week,
like
but yeah.
the gimmick for this generation might have to do with you get to ride your Pokemon, and that does something, because the legendaries both look, and it hasn't been confirmed yet, but they look like they turn into motorcycles.
I thought the violet one looks kind of like either Ibushi or one of the two dragons from this game.
Yeah, I feel like the violet one turns more into looks like a hover bike.
It has thrusters for knees.
But it still has a wheel in the front. Like it's like it's the time thing, right? One looks like a motorcycle of the present or the past, and one looks like a future motorcycle.
We need like a Valstrax Rayquaza mashup. Bring back the jet engine Pokemon. Well, I guess that's what Latios and Latias are. More things that use the extreme speed move, just because it's such a funny name to me.
All right. I mean, I was planning on just doing turns. The quests that I want to do for my sake is advanced proof of power, which I want to work ourselves up towards because it's gonna be hard, and then some event quests. So if anyone wants to do anything else to like brush off some cobwebs before we dive into the deep end, feel free to post.
Yeah, I don't really know what I would want to do.
Yeah, clearing stuff out because I don't think I have much left. I have like one small monster hunt to do left, I think, in the big leagues, and then I have Crimson Glow Valstrax, but I figured that's something we could save for.
Oh no, let's do
very
that
end of
shit.
game. You sure we want to do it right now?
Well,
I guess we could.
It's up to you.
Let me see if I have. Well, actually, if anything, I'll probably have to upgrade my armor a little bit. Let me see if I have any armor spheres I can do in that. But I think until then, we can at least put up something else. But we could do the Valstrax one after the next one. At least give it a shot. And if that doesn't work, come back to it after. If we want.
All right. If no one
Alright,
else, oh, go ahead.
I got distracted with layered armor.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll post an event quest that we haven't done. They're all 7 stars, so they all should be on the harder side. Heart of a Hero is a Tigrex and a Diablos. Ultimate Promotion Exam is just a Rajang. White Desert Blossom. It's a Rakna Kadachi. We can do a Rakna Kadachi.
Yeah, that sounds easy.
Alright.
Hi, Cheryl. How's it going? Oh, you asked how's it going.
Hey, Cheryl.
If you're talking about Hannah's pictures from her sister's birthday party, yeah, it was a lot of fun. The club, I'm assuming you mean Ghost Baby?
Oh yeah.
It was pretty sweet. I thought it was fun. I think that we just didn't get a big enough booth.
Yeah, the space-wise was part of the problem, but beyond that, the rest of it was pretty cool.
Manage equipment.
It's a cool atmosphere.
Yeah, very cool. It's one of those places that's too cool for me. And I recognize that, but it was still a lot of fun. It's the sort of place that I'd like to come back on a weeknight when it's a
Yeah.
little less busy.
You know what I still want to try at some point?
What's that?
Waffle House.
Oh yeah, I forgot you've never been. Yeah, hopefully we can get a chance to do that when things get sorted. And
Yeah.
things are more stable. That would be like going to a movie and then doing Waffle House at midnight is a tradition I haven't upheld in a very long time, but would not mind doing again.
I thought you said it was drinks. Drinks and then Waffle House.
To me, Waffle House is like you go see a midnight premiere, and then at like 3 a.m. Hi Senji, how's it going? At 3 a.m. you're done with your, or 2 a.m. you're done with your movie, and you go talk about it over some hash browns and some coffee. In my case, hot chocolate.
What gem am I looking for?
I do hope things are under control enough for me to get to go to Pride this year, because I've never actually gone to Pride.
Yes, where would you want to try and go? In Cincinnati or in Dayton?
Probably Cincinnati, because I don't know a lot of people in Dayton.
Oh, fair. That reminds me, I have a thing I need to send out for people that want to, like, because Hannah and I, like, last time we were at Pride, we were part of the GE Pride group, whatever you call marchers? Procession? Pride procession? You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like GE, like the GE has the LGBTA or LGBT Alliance. So we've got friends and coworkers that we go and support. And it's open. It's not just for like GE people. Like Hannah can go even though she doesn't work there. So if people wanted to join that way,
Want to go?
you're more than welcome to.
Like,
I'll
like,
put that link in private, so
Okay.
I'm not inviting the entire internet to Pride.
Yeah, I've been out, like, I've been semi-out. Some places I'm out, some places I'm not. As trans for a few years now. Have the chance to go to Pride, so.
All right. I'm so used to, like, every time I start a hunt in Monster Hunter Generations, I have my Mega Drug and my armor skin.
Hey, good pony.
Hey, Guns Pony. I have not been to Pride in San Francisco. I know.
Not either.
I think that's the biggest celebration.
I think so.
Where? Then this shows my poor understanding of history. Where is Stone? Where was the original
That's
Stonewall?
actually what I was just thinking of. I don't remember. I would
Off
assume
the top of my head, I don't know.
I feel like Boston
somewhere big.
or like East Coast.
Maybe. I mean, I could see it being in San Francisco. I would assume it's either like California or New York or something, somewhere big.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Atomic
where you have your
Facts,
biggest
do
metropolitan area.
you happen to remember where Stonewall is?
New York.
New York.
New
Yeah.
York. Hey. So I wonder if they have the biggest pride just because it's like
Well, by like people
they did
size,
they
probably.
did the first Pride March, right? That was kind of
Naturally.
Well, Stonewall was riots, but
well, no. The first Pride March was
oh,
after
I see.
Stonewall,
Yeah.
right? It was like the anniversary of Stonewall.
I gotta get better at my history because
People have told me before. I always forget about it because there's also so many other incidents that have occurred like around the same time and like since then.
I'm also trying to remember where I'm going on this map, so I'm not.
All those spirit birds. Are we going after Ragna Kadaki? That's the only one we actually have, right?
Yeah, I am going
Yes.
to hell as I plunge deeper and deeper into the underground until I guess I can go no deeper now. I have found the deepest place on the map.
Oh, I followed you, so hopefully that's correct. There are some birds down here.
I found Rachna.
Oh, it's above us. Okay, cool.
Okay, first off, rude. The second I get there and start hitting.
Hi Senji, how's it going? I think you're able to hear us. We are. First, I'd like to apologize because I suck. So, just so you know, going in, no, we did not mislead you by saying we were good at this game.
You have been warned.
Yeah. But we're just kind of, we've been playing a lot of Generations Ultimate. We were playing World for a while, and we'll get back to Iceborne, but that's another thing that'll wait till, basically once Osprey has, he's able to stream again, we'll come back to Iceborne. And oh my god, no, I fucked up so bad. Oh my god, no!
Made it. Oh, I just saw you.
Yeah!
What
All right.
did I miss?
Got it in one. He was about to. He and I were both wire bucking across a huge chasm because we were fucking around on the map, and he
Dumb.
almost fell, like just running out of stamina.
Yeah, and out of wire bugs, I managed to.
Very much a Mario Odyssey thing where you're like, oh, I actually have one more jump if I just
Yeah,
hit
time
the,
it.
hit the button again. Yeah.
We were doing cool things entirely unrelated to your fight with Ragna Kadachi.
Now
And when I say cool, I really mean just failing to do basic
Yeah.
platforming.
just trying to get across in the cheapest way possible.
Gotta be
All right,
patient,
this is a long one.
otherwise it'll take longer.
I am super excited for Ragna Kadaki's subspecies. They haven't officially announced it yet, but we've seen in one of the trailers one of its subspecies babies.
What are
Eh?
long gun lances good for? Fuck, I forget.
Well, they're little like lava spider things, so I guess Ragna
Yeah.
Kadaki might be like more on fire or something.
That seems kind of weird. But then again, I'm also kind of weird, so I'm not really one to talk.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cheryl, sorry I missed your thing. D&D has been good. We played Waterdeep again for the first time in like 6 weeks. And that was a lot of fun. No spoilers, but the campaign might end up going short because this party about to die.
Ooh.
And we played another Domain of Dread, and Owen got to go back to Darkon.
Yes. Yeah, you'll have to talk about that in a second. Cygnus Skins, welcome to the stream. I swear, if
Hello.
Valstrax is in the next stories game, I'm nicknaming him Starscream. 100%
Yeah,
Cygnus.
hell yeah.
The other name that I think would work for Valstrax, and this is just me being a nerd, Jetfire, because in the stories games, you're taking monsters and you're bringing them onto your side, and Jetfire is the famous traitor that left the Decepticons and joined the Autobots.
Then
So-
that would be appropriate.
Wait, did somebody say something about another game coming out for stories?
It just if they were just saying
Oh.
if it.
Okay.
I don't think there's been anything announced.
Okay, I was about to say I
Nah.
haven't heard anything,
I-
but
I
it's
feel-
possible I missed it.
I feel like they take longer with stories. Like they're not trying to do the year cycle with Pokemon. They kind of do that with the main Monster Hunter franchise. So Stories 3 probably won't. I'm sure it will happen, but probably not until like 2023 or 4.
Yeah,
Is this thing?
that's why I
dead?
was kind of
No.
surprised.
Oops. It is doing a swirl.
I did see in the news that the Cincinnati Zoo got named #1 in the States by, oh, I should have remembered who said it. Some magazine. It would have been much more impressive if I remembered it.
Some magazine.
Every fiber of my being wants to say USA Today, but I'm not going to because I should look it up and then I can share the news. Or maybe someone in chat can look it up.
Well, it's better than the news I heard about Ohio.
Oh, there's been plenty of shitty
Oh,
ones. Which thing
yeah,
did
not a
you
lot of good
hear?
news with Ohio.
Is it anti-LGBT legislation or insane gun legislation or just anti-abortion legislation? Take your pick.
Anti-LGBT.
Yeah.
Including a genital check for...
Oh, yeah, maybe the most horrifying thing I've heard in the month of June.
Do they ever actually like capitalize on that stuff, or is it? I hear a lot of that where it's like, oh, they're going to institute this, and then it doesn't happen.
Well,
I mean, it's
they
bullshit
passed
that
the
they do
law,
it.
as far as I know. The
Yeah,
state senate passed the law.
Yeah, they passed it, and it's if anybody accuses the person.
The House passed it. It's not law yet.
Oh, only the House passed it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Only the House
So
passed
it is-
Gotcha.
Okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah, but
But-
still, it's tremendously bigoted and hurts LGBT and like trans kids. But the other part is like it's also gonna like if somehow in the world that law was like an okay thing, it would still be rife for abuse just on like kids don't need adults like looking at their genitals unless they're a doctor.
Yeah. Well, and there's a whole lot of things wrong with it on so many levels, but yeah, I was like, I just moved to the state. What the heck?
I do
No,
feel like
there's
we
no good
warned
state.
you.
All states are bad. They all have some weird anti-trans or
Yeah.
anti-LGBTQ laws now.
It's
Yeah.
I know you were saying that Sacramento was surprisingly conservative, but on the scale.
Ohio is technically conservative. Just some cities are blue.
Oh, fuck him up, Valstrax.
Oh hell
Get
yeah,
'em.
Valstrax is here.
Get him.
I couldn't figure out how to launch onto the other one, so...
Oh, no, we got him. I got Valstrax. All right, let's do this shit. Hey, guess what? You're going to eat one of these. How do you like one of these? I don't like that attack. What's this one? Oh, yeah, this one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh
the
right,
cool
we're
one.
riding him. Yeah, nice.
Oh, to get back to Cheryl's D&D thing. So Owen got to go back to Darkon. He's actually, like... Owen is the character that keeps surprising me. Because now he's kind of starting to look almost like a champion of Ezra.
Do you want to
who
talk a little
is-
bit about the background of Owen? Like, outside of character history. He was originally, right, your backup character in case... wasn't he originally your backup character in case
Yeah.
your other one died?
Velamir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Velamir.
So originally he was like, okay, maybe you'll play Owen. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's gotten a lot of, like you were saying, he's done a lot of stuff.
And, like, at first he was going to be an arcane archer, and then all of the sudden...
Oh fuck.
Uh,
Look out, poison toad.
Ah! Sorry about that.
No, bound to happen.
But, and then there was a moment in game where he actually just, like, ended up being, like, very Battle Master-like, and it was right before he was supposed to choose his subclass. So I ended up going with that instead, which I need to fix his stats. Now that he's using a longsword instead of a bow and arrow. Alright, how am I getting?
Oh, limping. Or no, maybe not limping.
But yeah, so then he's also, he has a sprig of belladonna, which is part of the symbol of Ezra. And then he got a holy symbol of Ezra, and he has the same kind of sword. And I'm
he's
just like,
haunted by a ghost who is the spirit of a devout worshiper of Ezra.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised his tattoo didn't do anything this time.
Well, so I'll admit I forget about the tattoo every now and then.
Okay.
Tattoos are hard to remember in D&D just because they are visual.
Well, and
Yeah.
his tattoo is sentient, so like in House of Lament, I was playing it like a Venom clone. But it's sometimes hard for me to, like, on top of everything else, I gotta remember that there's like an extra NPC that doesn't have a token on the map.
Oh, I forget that kind of stuff all the time. It's very hard
Yeah.
to remember.
And like this, did we kill him? No. Okay.
No,
No,
it does
it
that
was
when
like-
we break her butt.
But like I rolled for how what the tattoo's goal is, and the goal is to keep him alive, which I thought was kind of ironic because he's a reborn. He already died once.
Oh. I got scared for a second. I saw Anjanat's legs appear on screen. All of a sudden, I was like, what the fuck?
So yeah, Owen has been doing a lot of surprising me. I still want to play with Bellamere because I had a really thorough backstory put together.
The next session we do will be a continuation of the Demontlu storyline. I haven't posted it yet because we already have like a bunch of like other people. Max is DMing a session, Tanner's DMing a session.
Oh yeah, we have a ton of events right now on the Discord, which I should have put the timers on for these. Oh, well.
But yeah, Cheryl, if you're looking to play, I know you're playing in the play-by-post, which
How's
that's
that going, by the way?
fuck me. Oh shit! How did I live?
Did I hit him? Ah, no. Oh, that was weird. You T-posed there.
The play-by-post is going really well. At some point, when a certain transition happens in the storyline, I intend to open that up to new players to join with new characters.
Okay.
And I, in particular, had you and Nate in mind because both of you have kind of rough schedules right now. And I mean, play-by-post is a lot slower. They just finished in my mind, the equivalent of 1 hour of play, and I think we've been playing for a month now.
Okay.
So it's a much slower. But I'm also doing I'm doing a full campaign, but it's shorter. But the nice thing is, like, if you have time to check your messages in the morning or at night once a day, like, then you can play by post, even if, so you don't have to worry about, okay, do I have 4 hours to commit 1 day a week?
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
and I've been trying. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the party, and Cheryl knows this. The party, the introduction of the campaign is there's this town of Flan, which is in the Moon Sea, the northern shore of the Moon Sea, The party all created characters that were from or associated with the town or the regions around it.
Oh, what is the Moonsea?
It is an inland sea in Faerun, east of Waterdeep, south of Icewind Dale.
Okay.
Oh, is there no shock trap over here? Oh, there is.
Play by Post is actually probably going to be really good because I've been trying to get into writing a little bit because there's a story I want to write. It's one of those things where I didn't really necessarily want to write, but
He's up blue.
nice.
Do we need to capture him?
We don't. I guess we could, but it's kind of on an edge. So it's sort of a we could or we could not.
I'm just topping myself off.
Yeah, we'll just kill him.
I don't have any trap stuff, so.
I don't know if I do either.
I don't remember. It's been a bit.
Still not dead, huh? Sorry, you were talking about writing more.
Yeah, I want to start getting into some writing because there's at least one story I really, really want to write. And then, who knows, I might like it when I actually get this story. And like there's been a practice project or two I've had ideas for. So, gonna play around with that a little bit.
Oops, got the dog.
I dig it.
Back dog, come back.
But yeah, so the party has successfully rescued a little boy who stole a magic wand from a wizard in Flan, and they're bringing him back, and then they're trying to figure out why he did that thing, and there's been some ominous happenings, so they're like starting to figure out the kind of the driving threat of the campaign.
Okay.
And then eventually they will make a journey to a place. I'm trying to be vague, obviously, because Cheryl's here. But I guess I don't have to be, because I gave, like, in our session 0, I explained what's going to happen. At some point, the party will go to Barovia, and the bulk of the campaign takes place in Barovia.
Okay, and that's where Strahd is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So instead of being like the Domain of Dread one-shots where you spend 4 hours in each different Domain of Dread, this will be a whole campaign in Barovia. Although it is not Curse of Strahd.
Okay. Yeah, Curse of Strahd, I found out about one part that I'm like, I'm gonna have to really trust any DM that I let run that for me before I agree to play that with anyone.
Yeah, I haven't actually, like, checked that one out.
Lots of cool items in that one. I used the Adventurer's Battle Axe from that, which is like a cool, like, anti-plant monster. Pretty easy basic weapon, but a lot of the other that either have very low level items and monsters or very like high level. It's very much not like a growing scale. It's meant to be kind of like, you know, traditional Castlevania difficulty of like things are hard because that's what horror kind of is.
Let's see.
People still there?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Oh, you almost wiped to Fire Sturges?
Yeah, that was the kid who stole the wand accidentally broke it. So the untamed energies magical energies were coming out and producing fire sturges, and the party was struggling to figure out how to deal with them. But they did. They figured it out. It was a very fun fight. But yeah, I don't, Cheryl, I don't pull punches. If the party wipes, and we'll just move on to another campaign.
Yeah, we almost wiped in the Domain of Dread in Darkon.
Yeah. Well,
That was
I was just gonna say, does anyone want to post one? Senji, do you want to post a quest? Yeah, do you want to talk about Darkon, that adventure?
I can try to collect my thoughts on that. I was absolutely tickled at how much Owen just like immediately clicked with like, nope, like we're not letting blasphemy happen. And I was kind of surprised that he kept calling people out for being jerks.
Boom Headshot, I have not seen Top Gun yet, but I've heard very good things about it.
Yeah, at some point I'm obligated to see it. They organized a group outing at work to go see it, so everyone could geek out about the planes.
Ratha says, do Valstrax.
We were talking about it earlier, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can give it a shot.
Let's do it.
I am very, very rough.
See if I have anything anti-Valstrax I can
Oh wait,
use.
Senji, what you got? Oh,
Apex
okay, Apex
Mitsune.
Mitsune. All right, is this the event one?
Hello, Shanice.
Hi, Shanice. How's it going?
At some point when I can stream again, I'm still debating streaming Builders 2. Because I've beaten it like 5 times. I just don't know how to keep it engaging when I'm doing some of the building stuff. If it's stuff that takes a while.
I think it's all about just having like a conversation while you're doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah. The villagers are easy to make fun of. Yeah, I make some really weird choices sometimes.
What do they do?
So there's some automated things that they can do like within the village, but sometimes like if they've been building something, you'll find like random building materials in various chests that you've put in town, and it's like, why did you put it over here instead of the chest that I had for that?
Oh.
And like you can set up a bathroom and they'll like all stand in line to go to the bathroom, but if you build a second bathroom, they won't go to the second bathroom. They'll just go to the first one.
Ratha, I like
and
that you changed it up for Event Me Too.
So yeah, there's some things I like about the story. There's some things that I absolutely hate about the story, but it's a fun game that like I said, I've beaten like 5 times.
Yeah. I had a moment of panic where I was like, I forgot my hot drinks. And then I remembered what game we're playing.
Yeah. The reason why Rise is probably my favorite so far.
What's
Just makes it more convenient.
What's the story of Builders? I've played Dragon Quest games. I think the one I played the most was 9. So one of them that came out on like I think the DS or the 3DS.
Oh, Sentinels of the Starry Sky?
Yes, because you can custom create your characters in that one. Yes.
I love that one.
Yeah,
I had that one.
I probably put like 200 hours in that game. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it was great.
Haven't played any others.
So Builders 2 does have some problematic elements. Mainly in how they portray some people from, like, there's one monster that's been a staple of, I think has been a staple of Dragon Quest games for a while. I didn't actually really play any outside of 9, 11, and the Builders games, so take what I say with...
Is it a racist Toriyama design?
Toriyama design? What?
Akira Toriyama did a lot of the art for the original Dragon Quest games. He's the one who does Dragon Ball Z, and he did like Mr. Popo.
Yeah, so there's a monster called a headhunter that looks kind of like it might be aiming to be a caricature of black people.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can't get a close enough look at it to tell. But all things considered, it just raised a red flag. And then there's Brownbeard, who is kind of like, seems like a very stereotypical design for Middle Eastern.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
What a
So,
terrible name.
and then,
Brown beard.
yeah.
I mean, I could kind of get it if it's like, if they're a pirate and it's like,
Yeah.
well, we can't do Blackbeard.
Yeah. So he is a sailor. He has a ship. He's basically the one that takes you from point A to point B. To the different islands.
Gotcha.
And that's his role. He can't fight. He's kind of portrayed as kind of an idiot and a coward. Which, yike.
Oh, fuck. Magnamalo, where the hell did you come from?
So, and then there's an entire arc where there's this one character that pretty much everybody in the town has known this one character since she was little, but they're all like wanting her to become a dancing girl with like the traditional Playboy bunny costume, and like keep talking about how they'll be the one to win her affections and stuff, and that's the entire arc of one of the islands. And I'm just like, okay, this is kind of creepy. But I like the mechanics, and that's why I play it. I totally acknowledge there's a lot of problematic stuff.
Yeah, it's right. Japanese media is gonna do certain Japanese media things, unfortunately.
Yeah, so heads up if anybody watches, that stuff is in there, but I am aware of it, and I 100% acknowledge that, so it's not... Like, I have some qualms with the writing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember any of that stuff in, like, Dragon Quest IX, but I also, and I have no context because I haven't played the larger franchise, but my suspicion would be that Dragon Quest IX, the way I remember it is there was less characterization in general because it was all about your guy that you made up. So
Yeah,
they kept
well-
things like generic, which I think was to the game's advantage. Ah, fuck me. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah.
So, in Dragon Quest Builders 2, I'm not going to go a whole lot into plot because it gets very spoilery very fast. But basically, you are somebody who has extreme powers when it comes to making and building things. It's basically a block building game where you build up like towns, make items. It's pretty, and you do a little bit of fighting, but your main companion throughout the game, whose name is Malra, basically is the tougher of the two when it comes to fighting. Your role is primarily as a builder. Like at certain points in the game, if
Who's
you
gotta wake up?
built things up well enough, you can literally sit back when the monsters attack, and the townspeople, if you've made them good equipment and you've built the defenses well, they'll be able to handle it without you. It ties into Dragon Quest II. I'm not going to say how because that's major spoilers. But the first Dragon Quest Builders game also tied into Dragon Quest I. It was
That's
basically
kinda
like
neat.
the first Dragon Quest Builders game was, what if the hero agreed to the bad guy's offer to rule half the world in exchange for not beating?
Oh, I remember you like talking about the first Dragon Quest Builders. Yes. And I think that is a really cool idea that like, oh, this is kind of an alternate timeline situation.
Yeah.
What if scenario.
I liked that one. I like both games. There are some things each one did better than the other. Over 2 overall 2 is more polished because 1 was pretty much a, hey, are people even gonna like this?
Right.
So let's do a simpler get this out the door so we can see if it's gonna even be good. There are some things I wish they hadn't changed, but I kind of get why they did. But yeah, I do like the games. I've spent way too many hours on those games. Well, so far we're doing okay.
Yeah, this ain't that bad. Well, it's also not Event Mitsune.
Oh, I thought it was the special Apex Mitsune. So I was like,
it's Apex, but there's Emergency Apex, which were events that came out after, and those are the real ass kickers.
okay.
We'll do those
That's why
at
we
some
do it
point.
so well.
Maybe not this. Maybe not today. Maybe at a.
Yeah. Maybe
We'll work
when
our
we've
way up.
warmed up.
Yeah. Playing this again, so we've been playing a lot of Generations Ultimate, and it has really solidified to me that I prefer Apexes to, or sorry, not Apexes. I prefer Deviants to Apexes. This is, I'm having fun, but it does everything that Mitsune does here. Kind of just reminds me, oh yeah, this is not Soul Seer Mitsune. In a lot of ways,
Well,
it's the same. It just doesn't have 100% the same moveset.
maybe next time they'll do Deviants instead.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, I'll be curious. I think it hasn't been like officially confirmed, but I think in interviews, developers mentioned that they were asked about rampages, and they said something in the language to the effect of rampages are very much a Kimura thing, and Sunbreak doesn't take place in Kimura, so it's like pretty well confirmed rampages aren't coming back.
I'm kind of okay with that because I never do them.
Yeah, so if rampages aren't coming back, I'm wondering if apexes will come back or if we're going to get something totally new.
That could be cool.
I feel like apexes, it's not the strongest lore, but they are tied to the two elders of this game. So maybe there's something different that not Malfestio. What's his name? The vampire count. Vampire dragon. Morbius. What,
Morbin time.
yeah.
That's also a very funny story.
Oh my god, probably...
I love it. It's so fucking funny.
It didn't make up for the bad news. Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a really great news story that did bring some levity to my day. You go ahead and tell it, Tom.
Oh, but yeah, so for anyone that isn't aware, which I'm sure is probably everybody now, the movie Morbius came out, which I guess is like he's a Spider-Man villain. It's like in the DC universe or something.
He's a vampire doctor in the comics.
Yeah.
And one of Spider-Man's rogues gallery.
Yeah, and so the movie for that came out with Jared Leto in it, and it didn't do great because it didn't look very good, and it wasn't very good according to what I've heard. But people were making so many jokes about the movie that I guess Sony picked up on it and thought, oh, people, maybe, this is a cult classic. People are actually coming around on it now that it's been a few weeks in theaters. So as it was coming out of theaters and all these memes were going around about it being Morbin time, they brought it back to 1,000 theaters, like in the past week or weekend.
Yeah, they opened it back up into 1,000 theaters last weekend. And
it flopped immediately on the first day. I think on that first day, it only made, or first weekend, or the first weekend back, it made 85,000, which is an average of
$85. It's
$8 per each theater.
8 people saw it at each theater. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just very funny. It also kind of shows that at least for the cycle of movies in Hollywood, if not the rest of capitalism, it's like you can try to make things that you think people will like, but if they can't read through the lines correctly,
Yeah,
they're gonna realize
I'm really
that they're
happy
making stuff for making stuff.
it did poorly. One, because it didn't look like a good movie, and I don't want like companies to think that they can get away with making shitty property tie-ins forever.
Exactly.
Two, I was terrified if it did well, the message it would send to corporations were, oh, we can meme movies to success.
Yeah, which is going to be terrible.
Yeah, it would have made things more insufferable than they already are.
Yeah.
But,
Oh.
yes.
Speaking of, like, television movie stuff, I'm gonna be watching the 3rd season of Discovery soon, because they actually have some really good trans representation.
Oh, that's neat. I
Like,
never got into Star Trek.
so, like, there's a trans masked character and a non-binary character, and the non-binary character is actually human. Like, and apparently they did a really, really good job with the representation, and I'm so excited because trans mask is something I don't really see represented a lot.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It's good to hear it got something right. I haven't heard very many good things about that show, but that's awesome.
I've loved Discovery. Discovery's been good.
That's good to hear.
Picard I haven't been as... but Discovery's been pretty good.
Are you a Star Trek fan? Like, I don't have a
Somewhat,
ton of context.
So Atomic Fox is more the Star Trek fan. Like, I really like this, and that's the main one I really kind of like TNG a bit. But I've never gotten quite as into it as the Atomic Fox has.
Gotcha.
But Discovery, I've been loving. Strange New Worlds. Captain Pike is my favorite captain.
I was tempted to watch Strange New Worlds because I was like, oh, it's gonna be a Star Trek show that's like not as tied. I don't know the history, so I was like, oh, maybe it's like its own thing. Because for me, I know that Star Trek Discovery takes place like before what season 1 of the original Star Trek did or something.
Yeah, no. It's complicated. Very fast.
And Picard it's all about Picard from Generations. So Strange New World I thought might be a good... I think I need to get into Star Trek. I need a show that has nothing to do with the other characters and is just, here's another crew in Star Trek. And I thought Strange New Worlds was going to be that thing, but then someone explained to me that Captain Pike is actually like really important in Kirk's story.
Yeah, he was the captain before Kirk, and Spock is in this one. But I really like it because it's much more Adventure of the Week style, and
Traditional
Captain
Star
Pike
Trek.
It's more basic. Like it's less about the overarching dramatic plot and more about here's what's going on this week. And Captain Pike is pretty cool. Like, he showed up in Discovery, which was how they introduced him for the,
Oh, I got you. Same actor.
Well, because of timing of things, appearance in the world.
You're cutting out just a little bit.
Okay. I'm also pressing the wrong buttons. Ah!
Is the cartoon any good?
Lower Decks?
Yes.
It's not my thing, but Atomic Fox is loving it.
Gotcha.
It's a little more, this is the dysfunctional side of Star Trek. Lower Decks is very much, I don't know if I want to call it Adult Swim cartoon.
It is very much in that realm of adult animation. The showrunner worked on Rick and Morty.
Ah, gotcha.
But it is definitely Star Trek. Just I guess sort of part of that genre of adult comedy animation.
Star Trek is something that I should give another chance. I think I should like it, and maybe I just didn't give it, like, everyone who has recommended it to me has said, hey, go watch Next Generation, and season 1 is a little rough, but then halfway through season 1, like, it gets really good.
Okay, so halfway through season 1 is it gets good. TNG somewhere between the middle of season 2 and season 3. Generally, is sort of the consensus. You can honestly really watch the pilot episode, which is the best thing in season 1 by far. And then jump straight to season 2 or even season 3.
Yeah, I feel like I should like it. I really liked a lot of shows that were not Star Trek, like Babylon 5 I loved.
Yes, Babylon 5. Oh my gosh.
I was actually just going to suggest, I honestly, TNG has gotten dated.
That's an understatement.
It's what, 40 years old at this point?
I mean, not quite 40 years old, but 35.
Gotcha.
It has a number of really good episodes. It's got really good characters.
Oh, good night, Senji.
Thanks
for hunting with us. Sorry.
Night, Senji. We'll be back next Monday.
Yeah. See ya.
I personally still hold DS9 as my favorite Trek show.
So the problem I had with DS9 was it kept making me miss Babylon 5 and wanting to watch more Babylon 5 again.
Oh, is it similar to Babylon 5 in structure or something?
It's the same. This is a space station, and you have the captain, and there's lots of.
There are definitely there are parallels, and definitely Babylon 5 was used for inspiration.
Gotcha.
If I remember correctly, Babylon 5 was originally pitched to be.
Yeah. A little bit of history. So technically DS9 came out shortly before Babylon 5, if I recall correctly. So some people are like, oh, Babylon 5 copied DS9. The problem was JMS, who wrote Babylon 5, had pitched this idea to the studio beforehand. They turned him down, went on, made DS9, while he was still trying to get someone to make Babylon 5.
Oh, whoever owns Paramount. Paramount was like, yeah.
I don't think it was Paramount at that point in time.
Oh god, but whoever had Star Trek at that time was like, this show would never work. And then we're like, so we need to retool that new Star Trek script we're working on. Oh, that's shit.
Well, so they were like, it's not going to work, and then they decided to do it, but Star Trek, because they figured Star Trek, it would be fine if it was Star Trek or something. Because JMS wanted to do his own universe. Like, he had very specific plans for everything. And it had to be its own specific universe. It could not be Trek.
I think I'm pretty grateful that it was its own thing.
Yeah, I really like Babylon 5.
Yes.
Babylon 5, that's one of my favorite sci-fi shows of all time.
Oh shit, we should have brought smoke bombs. You know what? Fuck it. Let's abandon.
Abandon?
Yeah, this will be so much easier if we just bring smoke bombs with us.
But yeah, I didn't know it at the time, but I wanted to be sheriff when I was growing up. Let's see. How do I abandon again? There it is.
Yeah.
I found it. It just took me a moment. And like, I thought I wanted to be a Delenn, but at this point I think she just kind of wanted to share it as well. I didn't know I was trans as a kid. Andromeda sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen it. I feel like I have.
I liked Andromeda when it came out, but I have a feeling that show may not have aged super well. It was late night sci-fi.
Was that the one with the guy who played Hercules?
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo was in it.
Okay. Oh, I hate what he turned.
Yeah, I don't know if any of that would have been reflected in the show, but...
Yeah, from what I understand, what happened with Kevin Sorbo, he got in a really bad and, like, sustained brain damage, and then did, like, a complete 180 personality.
Ah, gotcha.
So, I imagine it was something to, like... This is not the first time I've heard of that sort of thing happening, where somebody has a complete shift.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I think this was before that, but I vaguely recall watching Andromeda. I don't remember. I watched the original Battlestar Galactica. I have not bothered to watch the new one.
I haven't watched the original. I watched the new one, and I really liked the new one. I know a lot of people got really, really mad about the ending of the new one. What? Oh, we abandoned because we forgot smoke bombs.
What?
We need... It's an arena quest. I was going to hunt them with smoke bombs so that they can't see us at the same time. If I have smoke bombs. Are smoke bombs in this game?
I think so.
Let's take a look, see.
Well, I have to eat Dongo again anyways.
Oh my god, smoke bombs aren't in this game. No, wait. I just haven't crafted shit. Never mind.
It's weird that I wasn't quite... I figured I'd just forgotten about them.
No, maybe they're not. 10 through 20 through 30.
We've never used...
Why would they take smoke bombs out of this game? Alright, whatever.
I guess they don't have poison smoke bombs anymore.
Yeah. But it's such a, like... Maybe with everything else they thought it would be too easy. But to me, smoke bombs are like a super important part of Monster Hunter, because
the poison ones were for hunting Vespoids.
Yeah, and like Kushala, and then like smoke bombs, like if you're doing gold Rathy and silver Rathalos, you use smoke bombs so you... No, we don't... I mean, we can use it, but smoke bombs, the idea is you only aggro one monster at a time, because smoke bombs set things down so the monster can't see you when you throw one for a period of 2 minutes. And then you fight one of them while the other monster in the arena is just chilling.
Yeah, they just have Farcaster and the poison smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll just have to get good.
Yeah.
I tried to start watching the new Battlestar Galactica, but I was at a really rough point at the time, and I just did not have the energy to deal with the whole baby dying in the first scene, and it like really rubbed me the wrong way, and I was like, I don't know if I can handle this right now. Oh, hi, Tigrex.
Alright, let's do this shit. Sorry, I was talking to Tanner, because Tanner is going to be... We were talking about D&D earlier. Tanner is going to be doing his first time DMing
Nice.
pretty soon. Can we separate them? Diablos, come over here. Diablos, baby. Or Tigrex. Nope, not both of you. Alright, gate going
Hi,
up.
Tigrex. Alright.
Tom, if you can hop over the gate where we got Tigrex isolated. Your scrambly boy's getting the shit beaten out of him.
Alright. Oh, I hate that roar. I need to get earplugs at some point.
I need to not suck at some point. But it's not going to be today.
You say that every time, so...
It's my aspiration. It's my... Listen, New Year's resolution. Don't be terrible at Monster Hunter. I got 6 months to figure this shit out.
My New Year's resolution is survive.
Sometimes that's all you can do. Oh, fuck.
Ah! I'm getting caught between the two of them, and I'm trying to escape so I can drink a potion.
Yeah. Okay, fence is ready. I'm hitting it.
Alright. There we go. It's nice to be able to just, like, hunt with people. I find I have trouble if I can't, like, talk to people, which is probably why I haven't hopped onto more of the random ones.
Oh, that people have been posting. Yeah, I haven't, because like I've been at work, I haven't seen if people like, because the hunting channel is open for other people to use. I don't know if people have been using it or not.
I haven't always had a chance to check, but sometimes it's like, I don't see anyone in voice, and I need to be able to communicate quickly.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, Diablos is here.
Well, I got booted off somehow.
Oh,
Diablos, you messed up our stees! I think Diablos knocked Tigrex the fuck out.
In one hit?
nah, I think that's user error.
Yeah, I screwed up somehow. I don't know what I did, but I screwed up.
God. Diablos, wait your turn. I can understand why they removed smoke bombs now. We actually have really good options for separating the two of them.
Ah! What the... Who did the gate?
Fuck. Oh, is the gate up? Oh yeah, it is up.
And both Tom and I were on the other side, so...
I think that's a big difference, is in the old Monster Hunter games, if the gate went up, you could not hop over it. You're just like, okay, well, I guess I'm fighting Diablos now for the next 2 minutes, or 90 seconds, or whatever it is.
Well, we haven't had any deaths yet, so I
Knock
think
on
we're
wood.
doing pretty...
Yeah. I mean, we've only had one faint for the whole night, and it's our first time back. I remember when Nate and I like got back into Generations, that was like, we spent the whole first hunt, or the whole first like night just getting stomped.
I do like...
Oh no, go ahead.
I do like that Rise is more on the accessible side for people who don't have like tons of experience.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna try and time this gate. Everyone get on the same side as Tigrex. Wait, nope. Alright, now.
You can just put up the gate. I can get over it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think a lot of the complaints about Rise being too easy, like, I don't know how much of it was just because it was more accessible. Because it being more accessible means that you're spending less time doing the faffing about part, so you get to spend more time hunting, which means that you get more practice in a shorter amount of time. I'd be curious to see. I think Sunbreak will hopefully be just as accessible, but more challenging, and then hopefully everyone's happy.
That's not. It's not possible for everyone to be happy.
Oh, that's true. That's fair.
Like, Pokemon hasn't figured out a way to make everybody happy. I always have to, like, carefully choose how I interact with other Pokemon fans.
Yeah, I guess what's the vibe on the new Pokemon games in the community?
I haven't been looking at some of the more wide general ones. But I've heard that some people have been complaining about the graphics already.
Oh, it feels like complaining that the sun is rising.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they complained about Legend Arceus graphics, so... Which, I actually liked the graphics on Arceus. Like, I liked the more stylistic painting style.
Yeah, I mean, I think that dissatisfaction with... Like, I view Pokemon as a major tentpole franchise on the level of Mario and Zelda. So I can totally understand people being like, hey, why doesn't this get the same level of polish visually that those franchises get? But I also feel like at this point, like, if that's something that you need to make you happy, it's just not the franchise for you. And that's okay for those people. But they shouldn't, like, 25 years in or however long it's been, like, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, they've never been cutting edge as far as the graphics go.
No, I think maybe the Switch could have been that opportunity because, like, it's always been a handheld game, and it's still a handheld game, but, like, I get, like, the idea of, oh, I want this big open world to be as beautiful as possible, but I don't have energy for the complaints anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, is it a fun game that I enjoy? Cool. I'd rather they focus on the mechanics as long as it's not enough to just frustrate me.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, smallest Tigrex I've ever hunted.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Alright. Heal up.
Get that last carve before it disappears.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about it, like, Hannah mentioned interest in doing Legends Arceus. Maybe that's something we do, like, starting in September, October, or November or something, to try and finish it when the new games come out.
Yeah, and if you want someone to, like, hang out and walk you through stuff, I am more than happy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like out of the Arbitrary Hero regulars, I'm the...
Come here, Diablos. I just want to break your horns. All I want to do is Listen, I'm trying to keep you safe from poachers.
I love the
Oh,
Rush Palamute outfit. That's great.
The what?
The Rush Palamute outfit that someone has. It's Rush.
Oh
from,
yeah, from Mega Man.
Mega Man. That's cool.
I vaguely recall trying to play Mega Man once upon a time, but I don't actually remember much.
My little brother Kayvon is a huge Mega Man fan. I enjoy this franchise, but I haven't played all of them. I played a couple Mega Man games, and I got the gist, and I was like, these are cool. I never played Mega Man X, which everyone says is like the best one. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Nice dodge.
Are you mad? I can't tell. Ooh, horns! Has anyone watched Prehistoric Planet yet?
What's that?
It's a BBC documentary that they used a lot of money doing super nice CGI dinosaurs, along with doing like the latest theories about their behavior and movement and bodies and things like that. So it used to be the Frontline series for that like thing was Walking with Dinosaurs, which I think came out in the early 2000s, and now Prehistoric Planet has kind of overtaken it, is what I've heard. But it's on Apple TV, so I haven't watched it yet because I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
But I need to watch it at some point. Oh, you got me with the tail.
Trying to sharpen.
Woo-hoo-hoo. But it's given us really wonderful like new. Just because we're playing Monster Hunter made me think of dinosaurs. We've gotten updated T-Rex designs, and they look so nice, and they're not like anemic and skeletal with zombie hands the way the Jurassic Park T-Rex is. New raptors with feathers. I've seen like all the behind the scenes features that they put up on YouTube. There's some really fun stuff out there if you're a dinosaur fan.
The thing I had trouble with dinosaurs is I kept hearing one thing and then another, and I was like, I don't even know what's real anymore. Which is part of why I never got quite as into them.
Yeah. Yeah, there is definitely, like we were talking earlier about how you can't make everyone happy. There's definitely a backlash against the show by old grognards that are like, you can't show T-Rex as being like nurturing and nice, like it's a fucking killer. And like, well, yes, it's a predator, but also it's not a movie monster, it was an animal. So people are upset that like Jurassic Park used to be how we thought of dinosaurs look, and this show's like, well, here's the latest information, which is different.
Yeah.
Like you said, we learn new things. Some of it is speculative. Like, we know sauropods had air sacs attached to their vertebrae, but the show makes it seem like they are external air sacs, and since that's such soft tissue, there's no real good way to know like exactly how those looked. But it's all based on just the latest science and information and stuff.
Gotcha. That sounds interesting. I'm like, if I get a chance, I'll have to watch it. But
Yeah.
Got him with the big hit
Nice.
right at the end. Finally.
But yeah, I remember this whole thing about dinosaurs had feathers. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. And that was a whole thing for a bit.
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, right, it's a field where all of our evidence is, oh, what did Tanner say? All of our evidence is, like, second generation, third generation. Sorry, I'm having two conversations at once, which I realize is not helpful in my communication. Let me do this first. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, like dinosaurs, obviously, like we don't have any firsthand evidence. It's all like what we can piece together from the fossil record. So yeah, like our vision of what dinosaurs are has changed as we've discovered new information and things. Like the fact that we've just found, like we've gotten better technology to find fossils means that we're finding more soft tissue fossils, which is where we've been able to discover that, yes, many dinosaurs were feathered. Certain species, it is believed that they started out with feathers as juveniles, and then lost them as adults.
Huh, that's interesting. How many more hunts are we looking at tonight?
What time is it? It's 8. We start out probably 2 till 8:30. If someone else wants to post.
I'll see what I've got. Sell some of these eggs real quick. Let's see.
By the way, I learned that Ohio, the slugs here are tiny.
Oh, compared to the West Coast?
Yeah, in the West Coast we can get some that are like at least 6 inches long. And the ones here are faster.
We do have some speedy slugs.
We found that out because apparently summer's somehow getting into the hotel. So we put a salt line at the window.
Oh.
That seems to have caught a couple of them. They make a lot of money off of people here because they don't maintain it very well.
Yeah.
And they charge more than a lot of apartments do, but if you can't get the deposit...
What are you paying, like $1,200 a month?
$350-ish a week.
Oh, so more than that. $1,500.
Yep.
It's about what I pay between two people.
So I'm just like, until you have enough of a deposit and enough of a proof of income lined up that they'll accept, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
Some people have been living in this apartment or in this hotel for
over how long?
Over a year.
Ugh.
Most of the dryers are kind of broken in the laundry room.
Yeah, it's... Well, yeah, unfortunately, I feel like... I mean, I guess maybe it's true of the states in general, but Ohio doesn't have great support systems for people who are struggling.
Yeah, I have yet to see a state handle it well, but I've only lived in 3.
It's definitely like it's one once you fall behind due to whatever circumstances, it's so much harder to get back on track. What is this little bridge over here about? Oh, look at this little area.
I haven't really explored the arena much.
It's kind of like the thing that Terry Pratchett wrote about boots.
Yeah.
Like, we having to pay more for a bunch of stuff because... Oh, hey, two of my favorite monsters.
Who are we targeting first? Toby? Toby will be the faster hunt.
I've been going for Toby.
All right.
But I just
Break
went
it
after
up, you
whoever
two.
whoever Tom went after. I don't know which side the Kodachi's on.
They're both.
Oh, they're on the same side. Damn it.
I can't get over just yet.
Cat boom headshot. That's true.
Oh. See, we moved to Ohio because this is where we knew some people, and one of the colleges here has the program I want. It was affordable, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, it really just sucks the circumstances. Like, had you been able to move in better circumstances, things wouldn't be so difficult right now.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
What the heck? Oh, because it swapped to Narga, I guess. I don't know why I got kicked off.
A-okay by me. And the finisher. Are we hitting it? Oh, okay.
I was.
No, I was not you, like Narga and I.
Oh,
Couldn't tell.
you and your monstie.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're the jerks. Because we're the hunters. They did do a good job of showing some good hunters in the stories games. It's just overall a lot of them are jerks.
I liked that. I mean, we always make jokes about how we're the bad guys, and it was fun to see a game embrace it. Come on.
I'm
Break
kind
it
of
up, you
curious.
twos.
I'm kind of curious as to what prompted them to start the Monster Hunter Stories games.
I would assume the success of Pokemon, and they realized they had like a big roster of monster designs. And all right, fence.
Great. Okay.
And I know it's not just Pokemon, but like, I think it, like, some enterprising game designer, maybe it was an executive, was just like, hey, we have over 100 designs of monsters that we could leverage for a secondary franchise, and Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Rancher are all like successful displays of that pattern.
I mean, Monster Rancher, I haven't heard about in years.
They came out
Digimon
with
is
a new one recently that did really well in Japan.
Oh, I hadn't heard anything about that.
We gotta
Because
bring
I never
that too.
played the originals. It's probably part of it. But like, and Digimon is doing, like, it doesn't have nearly the following that Pokemon does.
Well, nothing has the Pokemon is the single largest media franchise in the world.
Hey, Ninja Bill. Thanks for stopping
Oh.
by.
I didn't
It's
realize that.
It's always good to see a familiar face.
You never realized that Pokemon is so big.
I realized it was big. I just didn't realize.
It's like the biggest thing. It's bigger than Marvel. It's bigger than Star Wars. It's bigger than and that's probably where some of that, like what we were talking about earlier, some of the frustration with how the core games are being treated. I'm sure there are people that are like, hey, this is the core identity of the franchise, even though that's not really true anymore. I think the plushies and the trading cards make more money than the games do. But if Pokemon by itself is bigger than like the rest of Nintendo combined and bigger than Disney, so why can't we spend the money to make the games? Fence, nope. Oh, I almost did it too early. Toby, come back. Toby, come back to me. This is probably the last hunt of the night.
Yeah, this one's taking a while. I tried to lure Toby over here.
Oh, here. All right, fence.
All right. Just let me get over.
There's the blue skull. We knew you were in there somewhere.
Yeah, this fight has been taking forever. At least it feels like it.
It's only been about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think
Really?
Yep.
we're just a little tired. We haven't stretched our monsterized muscles in a while.
Yeah. Well, I've already had to sharpen like twice, I thought. Or maybe the two arena matches are blurring together.
Oh yeah, thanks Ninja Bill. Yeah, Chicago's an awesome city and might be my second favorite city in the States. There it is. All right, that's one down. All right, Narga's gonna pounce. Chicago is a good time.
I haven't ever been to Chicago.
It's a big.
Better to go in the warmer months. It's
Yeah.
very windy and cold any other time.
Yeah.
I like the
Like
cold.
March.
I like the cold.
It's like freezing cold.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you say that now.
well, I don't know. I mean, maybe Osprey's had his. I guess I don't know how cold Seattle gets.
So I've been to Nebraska in the middle of December.
Gotcha. But yeah, I prefer Chicago in the summer, but it's still fun in the winter. Maybe because it's such a big city, there's just as much going on.
How hot does it get during the summer?
I mean, I've never been there in like August, but like when we went, it was like 60s, 70s, so very comfortable. It
that's not bad.
It's on a lake, so even though it gets warmer in the summer, it stays nice and cool and windy.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
Ninja Bill, so this is my shitty geography. What state are you in? Are you in Illinois? For some reason, if I had known, I would have like hit you up. I don't know why I think Wisconsin. Maybe that's just me blurring all of the Midwest together.
See, I expect me to blur the Midwest together because I'm from the West Coast, but you grew up in the Midwest.
Well, yeah, but Ohio... I don't know if
So
I consider
Ohio's-
Ohio the Midwest. I think everyone else does. Ohio is like...
Is it a blend of Midwest and East Coast?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And where we are in Cincinnati, it's a blend of Midwest, East Coast, and the South.
Okay.
I think the state varies. If you get out on the farmlands, it's more Iowa. Okay. I'll have to check Ninja Build next time I head towards Chicago. Maybe we can check beforehand and see if we can meet up or something. Grab some dinner together. Yeah, it was a fun trip. I forgot how much I like Chicago-style hot dogs because you get a hot dog and then you also kind of get a salad on top of it, and it's just super good. Yeah, not the same thing at all. Maybe just because they kind of sound together, like sound similar. All vowels, all vowel sounds. Who's from Wisconsin? Christian's from Wisconsin.
Do I know Christian?
I don't think Christian Young. He's Blue versus Orange TCG. We played the Transformers TCG together. He plays Monster Hunter, but with his schedule, I don't think we talk about Monster Hunter a lot together, but we've never actually played it together. Oh, Rain is here, just in time.
Hi, Rain.
For Tigrex to come out. There they are. The Gen 2 boys, Tigrex and Nargacuga. Oh.
Nargacuga's better.
You know what? I totally agree. I don't disagree. Next time we play Generations Ultimate, I think Nate and I need to farm Silverwind Nargacuga's armor.
I don't know if I actually got a chance to watch you hunt Silverwind.
We did it once over the past couple hunts. We were trying to do all the deviants in the game before we swapped back to Rise, but we didn't quite get it done. See you, Ninja Bill. Hope you're doing well too. Alright, let's get this fence up.
I hope I got its attention. Nope.
Come on, Narg. Oh, no worries, Ninja Bill. Same. It's been a crazy month. Alright.
Alright.
Fence is up.
Get back here, Nargacuga.
Oh, and Narg's almost down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Rain, hope your weekend has been pretty good. I forget who Rain is on the Discord.
Apparently they're a mutual like of mine, but I don't remember either. Hell yeah, shot him out of the sky.
Nice. Come on. Just go to sleep.
Just wanna sharpen. Ah.
Hey, there it is.
Nice. Always happy to get more Nargacuga parts.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if we get a subspecies in Rise, or in Sunbreak. It felt like they've only announced one subspecies so far, right? Just Bishotten?
Unless you count Lunagaron as a subspecies.
No, that's its own thing.
Okay.
No, subspecies, I think, have to share the same name as the monster.
Okay.
Subspecies are defined by, like, X, Y, so, like, Gold Rathian. Well, technically, Gold Rathian's a rare species. There's, as far as I can tell, there's no logical distinction between subspecies and rare species. And then there's one other, variants. Variants are monsters that register the same in your monster decks, but are different somehow. The example being Raging Brachydios before it became a subspecies, or
Gotcha.
Jan Garuga. Fuck.
I've seen some weird theories about younger.
Oh, are you talking about how Jan Kutku can mate with anything?
Specifically, Wrath.
Yes. So there's a fun fan theory that, yes, that Jan Garuga is Jan Kutku with Rathian, but then there's also, in the Monster Hunter Online game, there was something called a Jan Rex. And a Jan Rex was a Jan Kutku that you fought it, and it behaved like a normal Jan Kutku, and then when it got to a certain health threshold, it appeared the same in terms of the model it used, but they swapped the skeleton on it to be a Tigrex skeleton, and it starts scrambling around and behaving like a Tigrex. So yeah, people are like, yeah, Jan Kutku can crossbreed with whatever.
I'm not sure if that's actually the case or if they just weren't being careful when they put some of the lore together, or...
I think that they're like being cheeky with it. I don't think that like we'll ever get like deep into Monster Hunter mating lore. They're not internally consistent about that stuff. Like the fact that you can get a baby great Jagras in the Stories games.
Yeah.
Like technically those are only adults. You would need to get a Jaggy. Same with like you shouldn't be able to get a Gravios. You should only get Basarios. They shouldn't.
Wait.
Those two shouldn't actually be the same species, or shouldn't be different species. They should be the same species.
Yeah, I also have to wonder if it was completely different teams who were just not as knowledgeable overall.
I mean, those sorts of things have been there since the first game. I think it's just not something that they, like, prioritize. The same way, like, Pokemon don't always make, like, real-world physical sense. Because that's not, like, what's important to the design team.
Yeah, Pokemon is not... that they're in over... about, like, it from a real-world perspective. It's just supposed to be a fun fantasy thing where you're supposed to suspend. It's part of why I get a little grumpy when people start trying to bring too much into Pokemon. Is because I'm like, no, this is my don't have to worry about stuff game. My relax and just... I want to keep it innocent.
Yeah, I think it just some people, their enjoyment comes from like just thought experiments and like, oh, bullshitting about, well, if Charizard really had fire that was as hot as the sun, here's what that would mean.
Mm-hmm. And then there are some people, the grittiest, darkest version.
I lost you there. Say that again.
For some people, realism is prettiest, darkest, worst version you can possibly come up with.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's been a trend I've been seeing too.
Oh, for sure. Spin? Are you going to spin twice, or you don't do that because you're not a G-rank Tigrex?
Feel like if I did any sort of model train thing, I would create a train that was a Tigrex design.
The locomotive, the engine is his head.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'd be cute. Well, all right. It's 8:30. This was our last hunt of the night. Honestly, pretty successful brushing of the cobwebs. We didn't fail anything. Yeah. We're knocking down quests. And we'll come back to this in a week. Probably play some, maybe some other Monster Hunter games, or maybe this just off stream in the meantime. Well, I know the crowd wasn't quite as big tonight, but still, thanks everyone for hanging out, and we'll catch you all on the next.